Your Majesty, many thanks for joining us.
Jordan is home to hundreds of thousands of Syrian refugees and is struggling to cope as international aid falls short. The kingdom must also guard against Islamist terror groups. Euronews has been in Amman to talk to King Abdullah. An exclusive interview.
As I said, when you have 90% of the refugees outside refugee camps.
Well, you mentioned that Syrians are leaving, going over to Europe as conditions deteriorate. Here, we also hear that some Syrians are actually choosing to return to Syria because they're losing hope. Do you get concerned sometimes that despite everything you've done, you might end up on the wrong side of history when it comes to this crisis?
I think the issue of refugees arriving on the shores of Europe has been a wake-up call for all of us that we have to have better coordination. If we take one step back, what we have been talking up until this point is obviously this global war against terror. Europe is suffering from foreign fighters. This is an issue that we have been calling for the past 2 years. This is, in my view, a global war. A third world war by other means. Getting our act together in Syria allows us a building block to be able to deal with this in a holistic approach. So we have to come together and help each other on this issue. And as we talk about the Russian involvement in this, there's an opportunity.
Previously, the US has held a lot of weight in this region. You've just mentioned Russia. Do you see Russia as a bigger key player now in this region?
I have always said, and for the past 5 or 6 years, that for a political solution in Syria, Moscow is key. They're the ones that can give the guarantees to the regime that they have a stake in the future. And I still believe that is the fact. That the Russians that are on the ground in Syria today is a reality that we all have to deal with. As I said, if the Europeans are dealing with a major concern of foreign fighters, that's doubly so for Russia. And so they have a major problem with foreign fighters also. So they need to deal with the threat of ISIS or Daesh themselves.
Your Majesty, many thanks for joining us on the Global Conversation.
Thank you very much. Good.
Amazing analysis. Thank you very much. I could listen to you all day.